You know, similarly, in similar vein, while Nigerians are busy arming themselves, poor ethnic versus poor ethnic, religion versus religion, and all that. This man with toothpick says he doesn't care. While you are doing all of this, engaging yourself in your tribe is a problem. Your own Ojukwu was the one who caused war. Awolowo was the one who advised go. While you are busy with that, Buhari has borrowed another $2.2 billion. Gentlemen and ladies, I welcome you. Tuesday, 15th of June, 2021. Every day, one new drama. So, what is even more shocking about this news is that if you look at the red lettering there, it says is to use $719.61 million of this $2.2 billion is used to service Chinese loans since inception in 2015. Out of the $2.02 billion, he used $719.61 million just to service previous loans they incurred. These guys don't care. So while we are discussing what happened between Awolowo, Sadana, Sokoto, and all that, we are already paving the path for next generation to discuss how Buhari borrowed loan some generations ago and put Nigeria in another debt. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. We are busy discussing what happened in the past rather than live in the present and tackle things. Now, what we are doing now by ignoring all these things and distracting ourselves with other things, we are laying the foundation for coming generation to discuss what Buhari did to them since past. And Buhari will be gone. He will not be around. We need to live in the now and tackle the now. Otherwise, it is well. I only have 3 papers too. The second one, Soyinka warns of looming breakup. And let me put the last one the way he puts it. He says Nigeria must decentralize now or risk disintegration. Whether you say restructuring or you say return to regionalism or you say decentralized power, I think there are still some common elements in all of this. In other words, governors respective states simply want more resources to themselves. They want to have control over the police, they want to have control over some ports, control over certain things that are on the exclusive list. So that you don't even have to be president to be able to do things that you are capable of doing. So that we don't have to wait for federal to take decisions that are supposed to be urgent. And if you're not doing that, there's a problem. Sarah Ojudu, good morning. Mama, how are you, ma? And how is daddy? Help me greet him. Emmy Cheesy says China. Okay, let me put it on the screen. So China are free to come and hold Buhari to pay them their money. That's the way it works. Did they need your permission when they first to give the loan to him? Did they need your permission when they gave another loan to him to service previous loans and so put Nigeria in more? Do you think Buhari will pay personally or from his purse? It is a deal with the federal government on behalf of all of us. It's on behalf of all of us that he's using the name. Would they have given the loan to him as a person, Buhari? No, they did not give him Buhari. They gave him Nigeria. And this is what brings me back to what I've always told us. Please, the John Tory along. The John Tory along. Can we all put our mouths together and start letting this man know that because most times when he's in his APC meetings and all that, and all those APC youths are always saying, Baba, you are doing well, don't mind them, they just envy you, blah blah blah. That is what he hears. It is only momentarily when we come out to protest and he sees them in the media everywhere that he knows things are not so. But the moment we are having different tones, it will be looking at the ones that favor him. It won't be looking at the ones that he should attend to. And by the way, he doesn't even care. Somebody doesn't care about us, and we are all citizens of the same country. And yet, rather than face the enemy, we turn ourselves to the enemies. Yorubas will say Edi, but only Ja if you Jarai. We still have more than 1 year to go. 1 year, plenty months to 2019. And then, all the things we complained about have actually not been done because we are distracting ourselves. For instance, do we still want to use the 1999 Constitution to conduct 2023 election? Things we ought to have addressed before another epoch. Another question. Do we still want to use these same systems of presidents is the one to determine who is the chairman of this, is the one to determine the budget of this and that, and you think they will not work in his favor? Those are the things we ought to address. If we address those foundational and institutional questions, they will in turn give results in what we do as people or what they can do. For instance, now that they are discussing independence of the judiciary, independence of the legislatures, the moment we have a truly independent assembly of people who have moved away dramatically from the shenanigan of an assembly saying anything Buhari brings we will approve, rubber stamp, and they are proud to say it. Why? Because what they will eat depends. But if I know that you are not paying my salary, take the instance of we are in a community together and then we are having a meeting and somebody is trying to dictate and saying that is what you must do. You just look and say, you don't carry me now. But if the person is the one feeding you, if he says, buy a machine, got a machine here. Baba ti sọ̀rọ̀, got a machine on here. Because you depend on him. So if all these things are addressed already before the next election, problem almost solved. But instead of us to be busy hitting the polity on that, they are happy. I mean, all the noise we make everywhere, it doesn't affect their allowance. And by the way, we hear that they are even the ones sponsoring these distractions, just so that we don't have their time. We have time, discussing the problem. They make us busy to be discussing the problem while they are still sharing their lawi. Every month, it doesn't affect. And they have people that they are using to be leading each of these crises. They'll be leading it. We'll be discussing it. We'll be busy discussing, hey, this one is wrong. This one is supposed to do this. Hey. But the people remoting all of Una, they just sit down, they laugh. They watch and they shake, they say, these people, we don't get their key. Go out and do any rally, any form of rally now. As far as you are not talking about them, police will even guide you. Yeah, police and whatever, they will guide you. But come out, even if you are no more than 5, just 5 people, come out and placard, just saying the right thing, pay, reduce your allowance, pay people, create employment. Now you want to attack, they will not police will kill you. They will tear gas you. So that simply means we already know what the problem is. That simply means we already know what their problem is. They don't want us to talk about them. They don't want their allowance affected. They don't want to be disturbed. The police is for them. That is the no-go area. Do any rally, but don't put us to task in the demands of your rally. That's the only condition. Which is the right thing to do. They don't want to be accountable. And we get distracted doing all of these things. You know, they pay some influencers, they pay to be distracting us with one driver killed his boss, one body kidnapped by his ex. You know. All right, I love a comment I just saw. Ron J on YouTube. Can you see that comment? Ron J says we must break up. There's no reasoning with Fulani government. Now the question is, if the government were not doing all this rubbish, would there have been a need for this kind of agitation? Probably no. So they are deliberately doing it. They have nothing to offer, so they want to distract us till 2023. There's no breaking, Kokon. I'm just informing you. There's no breaking. Alright? There's no breaking. Just put it at the back. Agitate to, I'm not against it. It's a right. But I'm just letting you know. No breaking, Kokon. But at any rate, they are the ones fueling all these things. They are giving us something to be discussing, distracting ourselves. But they know it's not happening. Say anything you like. Just say it. But it's just the fact. Just write it down. It's just the fact. It's not breaking. But even while it is not breaking, the thing we are all supposed to do is to start putting all this our energy that they are wasting in diversions into holding them to account, and instead you must do this work for which you are getting paid. We will still do it, even assuming without considering that we have Yoruba Republic tomorrow morning. We will still need to do all these things now. So why are we not doing it even while we are here? It's just like, oh, you will go to heaven. So endure whatever you are going through on earth, since you will get to heaven anyways. Okay, Motigbo. But does that mean if they push me, I should shift? If they push you, you should shift. If they till you reach wall, Nigerians will reach the wall and still vanish into the wall instead of turning back and saying no more. You will still vanish into the wall because they promise you you will make heaven. So if you are promising me that there will be a Yoruba Republic tomorrow morning, okay, fine. I have not seen the Yoruba Republic yet, but the one I am in right now, I should not take shit now. The one I still, I mean, okay, Jesus has not come, fine, but the earth I have inherited, I am living in right now. I should make it okay for comfort now, for at least for the next generation. At least I should. So don't fight the government, don't do this. We are not interested in their Fulani government. Who told you it's a Fulani government? It's a Nigerian government. As Zimbabwe, Nigeria government of Gbogbo, they are using our name to borrow loans. They are using our money to borrow loans. So we should start getting our hearts right. Yes, agitate. We want the republic, but we are still in Nigeria right now. We should not take shit. If they are not using some of these people, why are you saying we should not confront them? Why are you saying we should leave them? It is Fulani government, but they should be killing us. We should not face them. We should leave the government alone. What is our own interest is we shall want a republic later. But now, Uncle, at least we should defend ourselves, our dignity right now before then, if it will happen. I don't want to be telling stories of this happened yesterday, that happened 2 days ago, that happened. You know, things happen every day, and we are, after all, me, I'm not part of this. This world is not my own. Why have you not died? It's the same brainwash in religion. This world is, after all, not my own. Whatever they like, they do. After all, the world is not mine. I'm a heaven citizen. What you gonna do for heads now? What do you do here? Go now. Yes, while you continue to hope and aspire for that thing, alaye, the one way is still there right now. Do am well now. Waiting. Do am well. We are not saying compulsorily we must be one, but we are saying while we are yet to break, while we are yet to break, make we do wetin we suppose do now. Shey we go dey allow this one dey take us. He too don happy. He happy say you no want hold am to account. He dey happy say you dey talk say you kukuma dey go shebi you are going to a republic. Oya mo ti gbọ́, leave me. Let me continue borrowing loan, building rail line from here to Niger. Since you are not part of this country, I leave you. Dey fool, go ahead, fantasize, imagine it, fool yourself. And he's taking us for a ride. He doesn't care. And we are supposed to ignore him and be hoping for a republic, patriots of an unborn nation. So we need to start giving him the heat. Somebody came and said, you are just a dot in a circle. But the circle is made up of several dots. No, remove a dot from the circle if it does not disconnect. That circle, remove one dot from that circle and see whether it will still connect. And instead of all of us to channel our energy and give this man the best of words in his life, the next morning you see people at the newspaper stand. Yoruba will abuse Igbo, Igbo will abuse Hausa. At the paper stand, all of them are poor Nigerians. So instead of them to say, no, this the way this man talk no good, and we must show him, say this thing, he no go talk him again. Instead of you to do that, now poor man, we know they part of how you talk him. Now you go the face for street, say now try be problem. Now Awolowo cause am, now Adekunle Fajuyi cause am, now Aguiyi cause am. How many generations ago? So we too will be fighting ourselves while this man is taking all of us for a ride. And then the next generation will be discussing this instead of discussing their own issues at that time. Well, that's it for today. In case you joined late, the main things in the news: Buhari borrowed $2.02 billion from China, and he used part of it. About $719.61 million to service the loan they got since 2015. Congratulations, gentlemen and ladies. That's a wrap for today. I need something to cool my head. Who asked Otijesu, man? I need Otijesu. Oh, all of you now, if you like abuse me, I thank God say I get only Duro with it stand for me. Only Duro me. Bye for now. Larry Safari over to you. VIP.